Hey, what's up guys, just like Boosters here and welcome back to another One Piece video. So first of all, apologizing for the quality of this video. I do not have my mic with me, I don't have my new laptop with me. So I got all this new gear and to make better videos, but this video is with the not so good gear because I'm not at home right now. I'm about to leave to the Athens Regional / Treasure Cup, which I'm very excited about, of course. But yeah, I don't have the necessary gear to make like a proper video right now. But I did want to make a video about this because Bandai just announced a new tournament format that they're going to be testing through the month of October, so next month. And I made like a tweet about this, and it seemed like a lot of people were not actually aware of this tournament, this new tournament type being announced. So I just wanted to kind of go over it a little bit, talk about what I predict like the meta for this tournament will be and stuff like that. But first, let's just kind of go through it. So as you can see here, we have the Saturday tournament pilot version, October 4th through 25th. And apparently all these tournaments will be held on Saturday because it's the Saturday tournament, right? But it's a pilot tournament and it's a test event designed for casual players to enjoy playing the game. So it's going to be these 4 Saturdays in October. And then they will be taking surveys. If the player reviews are positive, more tournaments for casual players will be planned and just based on the feedback received. So that's very good, right? It shows that Bandai is really engaged with making the game as fun as possible for every type of player, and this is for like more casual players. And honestly, I love stuff like this. Like, I know probably a lot of people think I'm like super competitive, but I'm like I am and I'm not. I really love the casual aspect of playing card games as well, because I really love playing janky decks. But I do want to like do relatively well at tournaments, right? Which is why I don't often bring very memey decks to tournaments. But yeah, so tournament formats. It's like possible to be like sealed demo trial sessions constructed, but the thing I want to talk about here is like the deck limited format, because this is something new they announced, and I think this tournament is mostly to test out this specific the tournament. So basically, it says like the entire point of the tournament. Sorry, like this is so unstructured, but like I said, I didn't really prepare anything for this video, except talking about this because I'm like a little short on time. But it says like the detailed regulations are below. The leader cards players can choose from exclude the 10 most popular ones seen in tournaments. So that's basically like the thing this deck limited format is about. So basically, it says here, the prohibited cards for deck limited format, the following leader card numbers are banned from use, including their alt art design versions, obviously, right? And basically it's just the 10 most popular leaders in the game right now, which are going to be Green Zoro, Red Rayleigh, Green Bonnie, Red Shanks, Green Purple Luffy, Kuzan, NL, Blue Purple Luffy, Teach, and interestingly enough, apparently this is like the 10th most popular, or should I say best performing leader is the yellow Uses Captain Kid, which I think is pretty cool. So these are the cards, right? Basically that's it. You get like for participation, you get a gold on. I assume stores can be decide what to do pricing wise. But it's just pretty funny, right? They just made a new format basically banning like the 10 most popular leaders. Of course, like there are some notable things. My boy Rob Lucci himself is absent from this list, which I do think makes it like a very, very good contender in this format. Like, it feels borderline broken, to be honest, just because like Lucci's gimmick of your opponent not having a field. That's just a universally extremely powerful gimmick, right? That's very hard for a lot of lower power leaders to combat or to deal with. However, you know, with all these leaders being banned, that means that maybe like Buggy is a good option again, because you know Zoro's not in the format, and Buggy then hard counters Lucci, of course. Then there's also Sakazuki, which is a very interesting possibility, because I do still think that it should be pretty good. Maybe it just can't compete with these leaders, right? But honestly, I feel like Sakazuki and Lucci, they're both like, I think they are better decks than Shanks and Nell, in my opinion, just because those decks are like so linear, so straightforward. They're really just like, okay, draw your curve and then you win. Where Sakazuki and Lucci both are like a little bit more interesting, and there's like more skill expression in them. That's just my opinion, of course. But yeah, this format does open up. I honestly like I'm just like thinking a little bit now. The more I think about it, I think it's kind of a shame that they didn't also just hit Lucci. Specifically, I do think Lucci's probably a stronger deck than Sakazuki is. And I do think that Lucci will be like a very gatekeeping deck in a format like this. And once again, just because of the very efficient removal gimmick. But that's just something inherent to something like this, right? Like if you just ban the 10 best leaders in the game, there's always just gonna be like the 11th best leader is now just gonna be the best leader, right? I mean, it doesn't straightforward work like that, because certain decks being in the meta do, of course, really affect the way the meta shapes. Like Buggy was one of the like better performing decks last format, right? And then Zoro came onto the scene, was very popular, and now Buggy is literally unplayable. I suppose just because of that, right? But generally, like now it's just like the 11th best leader is gonna be like the best leader, and then people are gonna be like, oh no, the format is not so fun because Lucci, right? Just example, ruins the format. But I don't think that's something you can really solve. I was gonna say what I'm wondering about is if they still in this format implement the regular ban list, but I think they should, right? Because if they don't, that means that Lucci and Sakazuki and other black decks can just play like 8-cost Gecko Moria, which is probably the most ridiculous card they printed in the game's history. So I do assume the ban list is just in effect. But yeah, just kind of wanted to talk about this since I didn't really see anybody really mention this on Twitter or X. And people like were kind of wondering what is this. Maybe they're gonna also, like, if people really like this, they'll try it at like bigger events, maybe side events for like regionals, finals, whatever. Like I'm not sure what they're going for, of course. I'm just a pea-brained One Piece player, not affiliated with Bandai. But yeah, that's kind of just my real quick, unstructured, chaotic thoughts, I suppose. Gonna leave for Athens like really soon. Still not sure what deck I'm gonna play, by the way. But yeah, let me know what you think about this format. Do you think it will be fun to play something like this? Is it not something you're looking forward to? Like, mostly it's obviously aimed at casual players, right? So that's something to keep in mind. Yeah, leave a like. And of course, like, if you do enjoy One Piece content like this, gameplay, stuff like that, subscribe to the channel. And if you do, I'll see you in the next one.